Hello, it's Kelly here with a message from Kelly and Luke. We are twin flames in union, and we have been going through a whole lot of ego deaths lately. And one of the questions we always ask ourselves is, how can we help people? How can we alchemize this? How can we turn this lived experience, this wild ride, into anything that helps anybody else out there in any part of their lives where mirroring and duality is part of their core lessons right now, which I feel very strongly that it is as we move into this fresh new cycle starting next year. And something Luke just had beautifully flowing through him then, which I immediately wanted to capture, is he said, they are going to see things your way, but you have to see things their way first. And I just found that to be an absolute truth for what he and I have been working with as we go on this journey, as we understand each other more deeply. And if you're like me and you have a philosophy in life that you want to know and be known, then remember the other part. Remember the first part of that promise, of that intent to know. Can we really sit down and know each other and empathize with them? And we feel like that means we're giving away our power. We feel like that means we're not holding our boundaries, but that's not the case. We can listen and we can be curious and we can show up and we can understand. And what that does is it creates space for the other person to understand too. You know, if we want to be heard, we need to be able to listen. But actually what happened when I went to write that down, that beautiful line from Luke, they're going to understand you. You just need to understand them first. I transcribed that as, they're going to understand you. You just need to understand you first. Yourself first. That's what I actually wrote down. And hasn't that been true? Getting to understand our own shadows, our own wounds, our own triggers, and to forgive it all, accept it all, love it all, and bring it home. It can be hard to get to know ourselves, and I've been doing Byron Katie's The Work with Luke for a lot lately. And I love excavating questions of, is this true? Can you absolutely know that this is true? And one of my great intentions since I've, been awake and conscious is just discovering all the ways that we limit ourselves and hold ourselves back. But it's really hard to do that work and to have that level of self-awareness when you're doing it on your own. So what does the universe do? What does our higher self do? It shows us mirrors. It holds up mirrors all around us so that we can see ourselves. And that can be hard to do. But if we're curious and we can listen, and we know that we have the capacity for love and forgiveness, then it's really not that hard. And you just keep finding out again and again that the monster at the end of the book is you. And you weren't that bad to begin with. All right, keep listening, beautiful souls. Talk soon.